everybody, welcome back. It's your girl Nadine. Today is I wouldn't say trailer, but I would just say like a little short teaser or something of the upcoming season, The Last of Us Season 2. I have watched the trailer of it, and I liked it. It looks really good. It reminds me of the Part 2 game. Even though, unfortunately, I wasn't able to react to the trailer, I haven't seen this one, which I'm assuming it's like some sort of clip and probably show the release date, because I can see on the title it shows April 2025. So, but yeah, I just want to quickly see this clip, and then I want to share my thoughts and opinions about what I hope for this season. But yeah, let's get started. Oh, this is the hospital. So this was after the hospital from the first one. And that's Abby.
It doesn't matter if you have a code like me. There are just
Isaac?
some things everyone agrees
Dina.
are just wrong.
This is gonna be crazy. God, this is gonna be such a crazy season. Ooh, okay, I like that. Oh, it's just April. They don't have a specific date. Oh man, damn, not an official date, but just the month. Oh man, okay. So, my thoughts about The Last of Us Season 2. I will say it looks really good. It looks like it's going to be super crazy like the Part 2 game was. There's going to be so much happening, so many new characters to be introduced, new villains, new infected, which they haven't shown, which I'm kind of glad. If some of you don't, if you know the game Part 2, if you played it, you know some of the new infected that they, introduce us. It's gonna be crazy, and there's gonna be one specific one that I'm like, okay, I'm hoping they have to, and it's the one with Abby fighting a certain creature that if you know what I'm talking about, that's the one I'm really hoping they show in the show. I'm very surprised, first of all, the girl who plays Abby, let me see, why am I blank on her name? Caitlin Dever. So I will say it's very surprising how she's gonna play Abby, which is, it's crazy because she does kind of resemble Abby, but I remember before the first season was even on, when The Last of Us show was talked about and confirmed that there was going to be a show about it, there were so many rumors of the cast of like who was going to play Joel, who was going to play Ellie, and a lot of people were saying Caitlin Dever was going to play Ellie, which I thought was perfect because she did resemble Ellie. And then when I heard it wasn't her, it was Bella Ramsey, and I'm like, oh man. But Bella Ramsey, she did a great job playing Ellie, of course. But it's crazy how Caitlin Dever, who looks like Ellie, is now playing one of the most hateful characters in this game. Like, I don't know if I should feel sorry for her or just, it's just a character, leave it to that. That is the character I hate so much. Just from the beginning of the game, what she did, I was like, I want this bitch dead. I was just so mad at the game, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people were mad when Part 2. I will say Part 2 game was too much. It was such a long game, like, oh my god, it is super long. Like, it probably took months for me to finish it because I was just too overwhelmed by the so much happening, so much competition, so much defeating groups, defeating the dogs, defeating the infected, defeating Abby, and defeating all these different characters, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't take it anymore. So Part 2 was just a hassle to finish, but thank god I finished. I will say, to be honest, first season was good, but there were so much changes that they made that I kind of was very bummed. There were some episodes that I really liked, and some episodes that were like my favorite parts of the games or one of the biggest moments of the game, and then they made some changes that really, I wasn't very pleased. And I'm a little bit nervous of how this one is. Since part 2 was super long, I hope this season has like 10, 12 episodes, because I'm just so worried that they're going to clump everything together in a very short amount of episodes. Because I think the first season only had like 9 episodes, 8, 9 episodes, and I just hope with this one at least has like 10, 12 episodes, because there is so much happening through part 2 and so much that needs to be talked about or explained or to be shown in this show. I'm like this for now, because like I said, with the first season I liked, but there was just so many changes that I was not very pleased about, and it really kind of ruined just a bit for me, because I loved the game, and some of the things that they either changed or didn't have in the show, because for me it was like the best in the game, I was very disappointed. It's still a good show, great cast, and they did a great job with the infected and a bit with the storytelling, of course. So I just hope with this one, I will say I hope they do a little bit better than they did in season 1. I hope they don't make too much drastic changes, because I just feel like if it's too drastic, it's going to affect the story. It's probably going to affect gamers, people who play the game like me, kind of ruin the vibe a bit of like, that's not what happened in the game, or oh, in the game that was much better than the way they did it in the show. So I don't know. One of the things that I liked about the game that I was like, oh, that's cool, was that half of the game took place in Seattle, which some of you might know, I am 30 minutes away from Seattle. So it's at the state of Washington, which that's where I live. So it's really cool to see Seattle, what it looks like in the Last of Us universe. So I'm really looking forward of how they're going to do it in the show. Even though I'm pretty sure it's not really going to be exactly located in Seattle, they're probably going to go somewhere else to make it look like Seattle. You know, off-topic subject, but you know, I watched Hard Eyes, and that takes place in Seattle, but no locations, nothing about it that took place of like, you know, a killing or chasing or any specific location that a scene took place was not in Seattle. I had no idea what it was. I'm like, what's this place? This is not from Seattle. I don't remember this place. So they're probably going to do it with this show, unless, I don't know, maybe they have a good chance they would, but I don't know. But anyway, back to The Last of Us. One of the things I am really not looking forward to, and I know there's going to be so much shock, heartbreak, is when that moment comes. I'm not going to say specifically, but you know, if you play the game, you probably know what scene I'm talking about, and it happens at the beginning of the game, that it just is so infuriating. So yeah, I'm really curious of how, not really curious, but I'm scared of when that moment happens. I have to relive that moment of watching that for the first time when I played the game. So, oh boy, that's gonna be a very sad thing. But anyway, that's all I have to say for The Last of Us Season 2. Again, it just says April. Unfortunately, there's no really specific like day of when in April, so hopefully soon, even though it's only 2.5 months away, so it's gonna go by fast. So anyway, that's all for today's reaction / review, I would say, of The Last of Us Season 2. So like my video, subscribe my channel, leave comments below what you think about the show, what you thought about the trailer, and of course what you thought about my thoughts and opinions of the show and for Season 2 and a little bit of Season 1 as well. And yeah, catch on to the next reaction video. See you later, guys.